Hi, everyone. This question was asked by one of our learning coaches in Foothill School Division. The question was regarding teachers that post PowerPoint presentations or Google Slide presentations on their own website of lessons that have gone by that day. Is it possible for a student then, using a Chromebook or a computer, to be able to hear that same presentation read out to them by text to speech software? And the answer is yes. And the tool that I'm going to use to demonstrate this today is available in the Chrome Web Store. If you just type in a search for Speakit, it'll come right up. Looks like that. And obviously I've installed it, so the blue Add to Chrome button's not showing for this one because it's already there. But if you just go ahead and press Add to Chrome and accept permissions, you will have this tool as well. So what I've done is I've just gone ahead and uploaded a PowerPoint presentation that we did a while back to my Google Drive. This, as I said, this is being recorded by a Chromebook to show that it can be done. If you're on a PC, you could just go ahead and open this directly from there and import it into your Google Drive. But Drive will open it as a Google Drive presentation, and you can see it's done right here. And really, once you've installed your Speakit program, all you have to do is then select the text, as I've done here, right-click on it, and you'll see Speakit as one of your options. You'll see I have a number of other extensions that I've installed as well that will help me in different situations. But for this purpose, I prefer Speakit. It gives you lots of options controlling how the speech is output. So I'll go ahead and press it. And momentarily, try that one more time.
Now let's look at the overlaps. TP knowledge helps us to understand how are we making content more accessible. TC knowledge allows us to identify the affordances of pairing appropriate technology to the content. PC knowledge allows us to identify the affordances of pairing the appropriate pedagogies with the content.
Now, as you can tell, that's a fairly robotic voice, and Speakit has the ability to connect to a number of different voice engines. You can select different voice engines and select different options, though, by simply right-clicking on the Speakit icon that appears up at the top of the screen. Looks like a speaker. And just going to Options. When I do, you can see right now it's got Chrome OS British English, which is a fairly plain Jane speech engine. But there are lots of other ones on here as well. Speakit is actually one of my favorite. So if I go to Speakit, you can test it by just going ahead and pressing this little speaker.
This is a test text for Google Chrome extension called Speakit.
So a little bit clearer in terms of the way it speaks. It comes with iSpeech as well, and iSpeech, there's lots of different dialects and languages that you can use. The US ones tend to be the most developed. So if I just go ahead and pick the US one.
This is a test text for Google Chrome extension called Speakit.
You can go ahead and change that. And there's lots of things you can change. For example, I can reduce the speaking rate if I'm worried that it's coming too fast.
This is a test text for Google Chrome extension called Speakit.
Once you've selected a language and you're happy with the cadence of that language as well, all you need to do is just go back to your presentation, right-click again, and Speakit again.
Now let's look at the overlaps. TP knowledge helps us to understand how are we making content more accessible. TC knowledge allows us to identify the affordances of pairing appropriate technology to the content. PC knowledge
So as you can see, it's a slightly different...
Allows us to identify the affordances of pairing the appropriate pedagogies with the content.
It's a fairly straightforward process. As you can tell, this particular speech engine isn't perfect with all of the words, but it does a decent job with it. This works, by the way, on PDFs as well. So if you are accessing teachers' content delivered through PowerPoint, if they export that content to PDF, then, or even Smart Notebook for that matter, if they export that content to PDF, anything that's typewritten, you'll be able to do this with and have it read back to you. And as I've shown in previous videos, this trick also works with PDFs of textbooks or other sources available on the internet. As always, if you have any questions on any of this, please feel free to give me a shout, and I'd be happy to either record a screencast or answer your questions.